Hey guys, this is Q&A number 13. Maybe, we're not sure. We lose track, we keep track. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Anyways, if you want to see a question the next Q&A, leave them in the comments or send it to our inbox or Skype us.
Or tweet us.
Tweet us. We're on Facebook maybe, we're not
I
sure.
don't think I've logged into Facebook in a long time. Well, our Facebook. Facebook on the rig.
Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, find a way to get to us, and these people did. Yep. Alright, first question.
First question is from
RKO 291.
Why do people consider JBL a good commentator? And there's another part. I'll answer the first part first.
I think it's 50-50.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a consensus that everyone likes JBL by any means.
Yeah.
I will say this. I like him better than Jerry. This Jerry right now.
I agree with that.
And I like him better than Michael Cole.
This Michael Cole right now.
Yeah, so
I think
it's that thing where you see a hot chick on the bus, and it's not that she's really
It's
hot.
not the cheerleader effect. It's the
fact of by comparison.
relativity.
Yeah, so like you see a hot chick on the bus, you're not used to seeing him.
Yeah.
So she's like semi-hot, but you think she's like a 9.
Yeah, really she's 7.
That's JBL right now because it's like okay.
If you put JBL with Jim Ross and Paul Heyman, probably would suck.
Yeah, exactly. But he's pretty. I think he's better than what they have right now. So it's just like
he's been off recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, whatever though. I'm with it. Part 2.
What would you do with the announced team?
What I would do? Here's what I would do. Do you have anybody that you trust to do the announcing right now? And I don't think they do.
No.
So you have to keep this group. And you have to start building up your next field. Maybe you say Renee Young's going to be the first ever female play-by-play.
Maybe.
And you just send her down there, say, hey, learn how to do this. Maybe call Regal. I know they have Regal down there. He's solid, but I think the joy of Regal comes when you hear him once a week for an hour every now and again.
Instead of every week.
Imagine William Regal reading you bedtime stories for 3 hours and it sounds as much fun as him reading it to you for 30 minutes before you fall asleep.
Exactly. What about, wasn't Alex Riley doing some...
He was bad.
He was bad?
He was bad.
I didn't watch it. I just heard he was doing it. I didn't know if he was good or not.
Rumor is Colt Cabana has had an offer for a year to go down there and start doing that.
He's never going to do that.
I think he will when he's 40. I think he likes wrestling more than he likes talking.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I don't think he'd ever do it.
Yeah. Plus,
he doesn't want to give up the dream that he could be a performer for WWE.
He also doesn't want to give up the art
or
of
be a
wrestling
performer ever. Oh, actually, as he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Has the Stone Cold one came out yet?
I think so. He was on Stone Cold.
Oh, I know, but they said that they were both.
I think
they were doing each other's.
I think he was in the art of wrestling as well. I
don't know if it's.
I'm
pretty sure we would have heard about it.
I haven't been keeping up with it as much recently because they've kind of ran out of a lot of the A-list.
That's why I'm saying I'm pretty sure if the Stone Cold one aired, we would have heard about it.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing really you can do. So I don't know. Do you want to see the Undertaker versus John Cena at WrestleMania 30 from a lot of X's and a lot of C Nation and the number 69 because he likes to party, I guess. I'll take this one because yes, I do, because this is the only match I want to see from the Undertaker. Because think about all the times they're like, oh, we never got Cena Austin, we never got Cena Hogan, we never got Austin Hogan, we never got this and never that. This would be one of those matches where people would say, oh my God, you never did the face of the company for 10 years against the face of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You never did that. Like, WrestleMania 30. It's too easy.
Well, yeah,
it's too easy. This is where, either way, oh no, it's where you have the Undertaker, you don't want to hear it, but it's where you have the Undertaker lose and just go crazy and Cena goes meh, or you have Undertaker win and that's where you say, okay, I've done everything now, and that's that time to retire. At WrestleMania 30 against the biggest it's the biggest guy in the past 10 years. So I do want to see it. Not even because it's like, it's going to be a technical class. I don't give a shit. It's John Cena and The Undertaker. Like, whether you like the guys or not, you know that, oh, man. Yeah. Come on. Yep, I'm done.
I'm going to say no. I think you said the only match they can do is that. The only proper ending to The Undertaker story is WrestleMania 30, him versus Kane. I know Kane's in his suit now, but once again, you put Kane in the old mask and you let Kane go do Kane stuff for just a little bit.
I would kill myself.
People would believe again. I
would never believe again.
It's gonna be 15 minutes long, and it's not.
Exactly, and you can't do that because that would kill the Undertaker. Undertaker does not deserve that.
He's on his way out anyway.
Yeah, but he does not deserve that. You cannot tell me you don't respect the Undertaker enough to not make him go out on a... After all the bangers he's produced, you want to go have him go out on a 13, 15-minute match with Kane?
If we're going for bangers, then put him against Daniel Bryan.
No.
If you have a guy who's the hottest guy right now,
No.
I don't.
No.
The Cena one doesn't make sense.
The Cena one makes the only sense. Punk last year didn't make sense. He was the flavor of the month, and people look at that now like Michaels, Triple H, Punk. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Cena is in their class, whether we like to admit it or not, from a star value.
I disagree with this just because I don't. Just the leading up to it's going to be Cena versus him. We've crapped on a lot of stuff Cena's done recently, so I feel like it's not going to work out all that well. It's not going to be something that's going to get people all that involved, and people aren't going to. It's going to be like, it's going to be one of those things where it's a different sort of heel heat that I don't think they're ready to do yet, because a lot of people would be super like, not like mad at Cena, like, oh man, what if Cena beats Undertaker? It's like, if Cena beats Undertaker, WWE would be stupid. I'm never going to watch it. That's all it's going to be. That's the kind of heat it's going to be. The heat for John Cena doesn't translate to John Cena because it all comes back from this big WWE corporate monster that's been pushing it and pushing it. Because it's as much his push that we hate as it is him. The character's great. We hate the push. This right here, if they push it again, then it's going to be like, oh well, John Cena getting pushed again. Who's pushing him? Why do they keep pushing him? This sucks. And we're never going to be able to get back to people that are pushing him, so it's creating weird friction.
I think it has to happen.
You were 100% right though when you said there's no one else he can face.
Well, I just think there's not. He doesn't have any more years.
Yeah.
The rumors are Brock Lesnar. He would die.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar doesn't know the words careful.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar and Batista are two guys that they say.
But yeah, those are the two dudes that are being leaked more so. But it's like they kill him. Undertaker's not ready for that. Batista and Undertaker had good matches in 2007. Newsflash.
That was 7 years ago.
That was a long time ago.
You know what else happened 7 years ago? You were 16 years old.
Yeah, we probably could have fought him at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's like
they were old then.
Yeah, when he's up to this point, like you think of like.
It's not a rep thing anymore. It's not you're trying to make
because it's not like
you're trying to do.
It's not so much as like Triple H. He's not like a great technical wrestler, but he's good enough. Like he's a good enough wrestler, sports entertainer that he's gonna protect him. Like they did stuff that was like, oh okay, that looks like painful, but it's not gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Batista and Brock Lesnar have one mode. That's why I love them. It's just not gonna work with the Undertaker. I don't think unless Undertaker's like, you know what. This is my last go. Just be the chef. In that case, okay, that'd be okay to see. But at the same time, it's like it just doesn't seem.
I'm gonna throw this out here real quick. We're gonna switch the topic because we're not gonna agree on this, and we probably beat this into the ground. And people are probably agreeing with one of us at the same time. No one's gonna get any further with it.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of people on your side. I'm cool with that. You almost caught me to your side. I was like, yeah. I caught myself. I was like, wait, hold on. I'm not gonna go that route.
Yeah.
Who's the worst possible guy? We say possible as in like there's a likelihood. Sheamus on a return?
Or, yeah, because I think it has to be Sheamus because the Ryback thing's completely over.
There's no way.
So
Ryback's not even on TV.
So definitely Sheamus, yeah, is the worst possibility.
Yeah, Sheamus Del Rio.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're not down with the Kane thing.
No, just because it makes sense, but it's like Undertaker's reached a different point in his career now where he's just had so many matches with so many huge guys to where Kane hasn't been super relevant in like 8 years.
It's almost the point where Kane killed his.
Yeah, it's to the point where Kane ruined that perfect thing because back at like 26 or no, not 20, like 27.
Before the second one with Triple H.
Yeah, exactly.
28.
Yeah, 28. It could have made sense when Kane came back and he was tearing through. He was beating Cena on matches. Yeah. Then it's like, I thought that's where they were going towards, but yeah, at this point it's like, man, it's too much.
Switching things to the next question. We're going to get through all of these.
Top 3 guys you want to see Batista face when he returns from Good Kid Rad City 22.
Nice username, kid.
Kendrick.
You want first? I want to go first.
See Batista face, Randy Orton.
I'm down with that.
Daniel Bryan.
Down with that.
Brock Lesnar.
100%.
Those are my.
You can say Brock Lesnar or Cena. I'm more.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see Cena again.
I'm sick of the first guys coming back and fighting Cena.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, I think it'd be cool. Not
him versus Brock.
It's a bit. Oh, him and Brock would be it would be Brock Goldberg if they weren't both leaving and both just shit the bed. Come on, guys. Actually, that might be good in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, Minnesota's not going to score again.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, Cena would be in there just because that's how Batista went out. Cena, ended his career. I mean, made him leave because he did the whole AA off the thing through the stage. They had the Mania 26 match, which I really like. And that's what was
26 or 25.
26. Because 26 it was Batista versus
Oh yeah,
Cena,
you're right.
and then Taker versus Michaels.
You're right, because we bought 27. That was
that was the first one we watched live again.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. But yeah, my three are Orton, Bryan, and Brock Lesnar because Batista and Bryan beat the shit out of each other. Batista and Lesnar, they beat the shit out of each other. Plus, they have the whole MMA thing, even though Batista wasn't a good one. And Randy Orton because he's the head guy, and they had a lot of history together.
I want that to be the main event for Rumble, besides the actual Rumble match. I want that to be the championship match.
That'd be a good time. I don't think we're going to get it because Cena has to get his rematch because he was a champion.
No, I don't hope they don't do that. I hope they.
Well, I don't hope they do. I'm just saying what's going to happen.
No, it's past 30 days though. They can pull that card if they need to.
Yeah.
I just want them to do that just because.
Give me a holding, bro.
So let me get those two guys, and then let's get the rest of the guys in the Rumble.
Yeah,
I mean, Batista coming back is he going to win it? No, probably not.
I think he wins the Rumble.
Really?
I think he wins the Rumble, fights Orton.
Well, that's our next. Oh, the Thunder about the next two questions. Let's hop to that next question next.
Oh, okay.
So early favorites for the Rumble, you have Batista. Who else do you have?
Sheamus, returning Sheamus.
100%.
Daniel Bryan,
100%.
CM Punk, and John Cena. If he's not in the, and these are all obviously if they're not in the match. Okay, never mind. Batista,
Number one for you.
Daniel Bryan,
I'm with that.
Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and maybe Brock Lesnar. Call me crazy, comes back. Brock Orton is a match that everyone keeps talking about.
Undertaker.
The Undertaker. If Undertaker's in the Rumble, he's winning it.
Yeah.
He can't go over the top. We'll die. So
he's my fifth. He's my fifth. I'll go reverse order.
Okay.
He's my fifth. My fourth would be Cena. I think he's the fourth most likely.
Yeah, unfortunately, probably.
And then third is
because they got to find a way to get Cena Orton again.
Yeah. Third's Punk because I think they know they have some all stuff with Punk Orton.
Yeah.
They haven't touched yet, and Punk is a guy who he wins that, starts talking people about him again.
Seriously.
I think two is Batista.
Yeah.
And I think number one's Daniel Bryan. I thought this is entirely one big arc for him.
Yeah, to get back to Randy Orton.
Because they said they want to do the whole long-term story thing. And the video
it would make sense
video
because
package for that could be super.
Oh, it really could. Just him beating John Cena, Randy Orton cashes in, the whole thing where they go back and forth, gets stripped from him, does this, totally got out of the picture, and then all the way he had to earn his way back up to fight Orton again. They didn't just give it to him.
And through the Rumble too.
And that's where I would say, you know what? Okay, I can live with Daniel Bryan beating Randy Orton because it makes so much sense.
It's a good story.
From a story. Oh, absolutely. Because like I've always said, I can't be the guy that says I'm more about stories than in-ring stuff and then take a story with a guy that I'm not 100% like a big fan of it just because it's a different guy I don't like. Be like, oh, well, I can't turn to that guy. So I would totally be down with that.
And the idea is that it is a long-term story. It has been pushed around some people.
Oh, it would be so perfect because his whole thing is he's not handed anything. He earns everything. It makes sense.
Yeah.
He gets screwed so many times.
He touches it, but then after he touched it, he had a reason to fall down.
Can I just bring up that did anyone laugh really hard when Cena was leeching heat off Daniel Bryan when he's like, this guy, Randy Orton, you've been given everything. You're John fucking Cena. Yeah. Are you on what? I found so much joy from that.
Yeah. How'd you get that match? I mean, how'd you get the match for the World Heavyweight Championship?
You're fresh, your state, your freaking first match back. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we skipped one.
Yeah, that was the second part.
Oh, but these we were both just going to the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Members of the Shield. Okay. What member of the Shield main event to pay-per-view in a singles match first? Shield is the best forever. 1-1-1. You need to calm down, sir.
Yeah. I want to say Rollins.
I'm going to say Reigns.
We're going to count singles match. Right, probably is Reigns. I really want to say Rollins though.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say Seth Rollins never main events a pay-per-view in a singles match. Not that I want to. We all know how much I love Seth Rollins. But I'm going on the record right now and saying he will never single main event a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because Daniel Bryan is not the best mic worker, but he got a thing behind him to where he didn't need to, and his wrestling was good enough to carry him into a main event spot. Seth Rollins has a different style, even from Daniel Bryan, to where I don't see it translate. Like Ray, how many main event? Ray Mysterio, one of the great. He hasn't main evented single pay-per-views ever. I can't think of in a singles match. I can't think of one.
Not in WWE.
No, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, it's like
maybe back when he was feuding with Eddie Guerrero, the ladder match for the
maybe that's possible. But yeah, but think of Rey Mysterio's career, and that's only we can't think of any. That's just where I see Seth Rollins come from.
Think about
I would go
Jeff Hardy though.
I go. Well, yeah, but even
I feel like he had.
But think of how long that took Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, he started.
It took him like 10 years.
Yeah, I think Rollins seems like if he has any sort of trajectory, it's going to be the Jeff Hardy route.
I go Reigns, Ambrose, Rollins,
and that makes the most sense.
That's
I listen to my heart here though. I feel like if there's somebody that's going to get super hot super fast, it would be if they both turned on Rollins. And then Rollins found a way to get back over the top. And let's say they both turned and went like team with Orton, and Rollins like stayed back to not do that or something.
But I see Reigns being that guy because it makes more sense. Yeah. Like you don't see a big and a little turning on the smallest guy. It's most likely going to be the two little guys turn on the huge guy.
I could see them both turn. I mean, if they're gonna stay heel, I could see them just beating up on Rollins, being like, "Your guy always gets pinned, and he has to go and prove himself." But
I just don't think WWE has any faith, and I think that's ridiculous.
I think this is going to be the case right here.
That's to the crib. That's probably to the crib, Syracuse.
He's going to tackle close. This is good. Yeah, this is good. There's no way they don't cover him.
No, if they kick field goal to overtime and they win by 7, yeah,
that's true.
So yeah,
it's a personal preference.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we have no idea.
Yeah, we don't know.
We have no idea.
We don't even know where they're going.
If somebody didn't know the painkillers.
They're still special buddies right now. Like they're not even to the point of single wrestlers yet. So you never know. Basically, I just say Reigns because I honestly think there's a chance he could win the Rumble.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying slim chance, but I give him a chance.
But he has the best chance of anyone. Do it in the immediate future. If he doesn't get it when he first pops out, I don't know if he's going to have the opportunity to do it later.
Throw to Logan. Okay.
Awesome.
Now throw it back. And next question.
All right, next question comes from. We're in the middle of Q&A. Don't try out in the video. Yes, but
Logan's trying to make that video.
It was also from Thunder from Above 49, who had the match about the for the Rumble. What happened with the IC title now that there's no World Heavyweight Championship? And I think they're asking this for more of a, what do you think could happen with Big E Langston?
Yeah.
But maybe we've always talked about restoring the prestige of the IC title, like it was the most prestigious thing in the world.
Yeah.
It wasn't though.
It was much better than this. I mean, you had guys like Rock, Triple. It was because basically it was literally the stepping stone.
Yeah.
Rock won it, then he moved on. Austin, boom, Triple H, boom. And that was like the stepping stone.
If you go back even more so, Savage did the same thing. Warrior did the same thing.
Yeah, he really did.
Let's see. There was somebody from around 8 to 10. WrestleMania 8 to 10.
Jericho 9-10 times over.
Yeah.
It was just like it was a thing to say.
Do you think we'll get to that level though?
No.
So
no, because they hot shot people too fast now.
Yeah.
That they skip that step altogether. The IC is more for like.
Imagine if Ryback would have a solid reign at it right now.
Exactly.
Instead of turning
going
heel.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it ever getting back to that point. I'm gonna throw my own question.
Fair enough. Throw your own questions in there.
Make our
own Q&A.
Yeah, we'll make our own Q&A for this question. Who does Big E Langston face? Because what we always say, and to be fair, he's weren't watching that.
We're filming a video for our YouTube wrestling channel.
To be fair, Drower's going with it. To be fair, maybe just say to be fair one more time and come back to me. What were we talking about?
We were talking about...
Guys fighting guys.
All right, Big E Langston. Who's Big E Langston?
Okay. What I was saying is we're always good at, like, we'll call stuff out, but then we try to come up with a thing for it.
Yeah.
So before we call out whatever feud they go with, where do we want it to go? Who do we want them to fight? Because YouTube as a whole is good at calling out, it's dumb. Why are we putting them against Damian Sandow? Which it was dumb, but at the same time, you kind of got to have a plan to say, okay, they should have done this, in my opinion.
So going back to the Shield thing and like the Seth Rollins thing, I think if you do it with Rollins and
that'd be pretty cool.
They could have Reigns and Ambrose be like, you know what, Seth? If we don't think you can handle it, prove it to us.
That'd be pretty cool.
Go beat Big E Langston, get the IC title, bring it back to us. So you have Seth Rollins fighting for something and Big E defending it.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about storyline things is we always talk about the story has to be there, but who's the story really benefiting? a lot of times the story benefits John Cena, but this is one where it benefits both of them.
Yeah.
Because more eyes are going to be drawn down to it because there's two guys. There's a prominent three-pack that's sending their guy up there, so there's intrigue with that. But he still has to beat Big E Langston. And when Big E beats him, Big E's going to be like, "Oh, you think you can just beat me like this?"
Now that we even think about it, I can see
the same thing with Reigns.
Roman Reigns, because instead of hot shotting him straight to the Rumble win and doing this, do the old fashioned build where it's like, okay, work your way up through the thing, and then at WrestleMania, have Big E Langston eliminate Roman Reigns after Reigns eliminates 5 to 6 guys. Have the stare down once he throws him out, kind of like the thing like, are you kidding me? Like catch him off guard. And then WrestleMania, I would have Roman Reigns beat Big E Langston for the Intercontinental title, hold it for a while, drop it at maybe a SummerSlam, start building back up, and then by next Survivor Series, WrestleMania, have him more main event picture, like how they used to do it. Let's go, Syracuse, New York. Rock sign. I'd be down with either of those.
Okay.
What's the next one? Colby. Be Colby.
Syracuse! Okay. I didn't know if you guys were filming.
Oh, we are.
We are. You can stop it. They remember you.
We have.
I went Syracuse.
Dude, I started going. I was like, Jetpack's gonna be.
I went Syracuse mark out mode.
So with the unification, will the Elimination Chamber even matter more, or is it a lost cause?
Who asked it?
Respect
this beard with 3 Ds.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go on this one because you always have ideas for this one. You're a big Elimination Chamber guy.
I like the Chamber. You have 6 guys.
I love the Chamber.
2 things pop in my mind.
I love the Chamber match.
I love the Chamber.
You have
except when Swagger wins.
You have these mid card titles now that are higher. So when you have the WWE title and you have the Royal Rumble winner, that's going to be set in stone. I don't really want to see one match with just can Randy Orton retain or can whoever the champion is retain it. So I feel like that's almost wasted at the Elimination Chamber because you can almost try to guess what the whole heel face thing and what they're going to do with that.
Kind of
and what about the guys' rematch clause? We end up with triple threat matches and stuff. Those don't work out that great as a main event. Besides, like WrestleMania 20.
You just thought of all that off the top of your head?
Yeah, I'm still going with it too. So, I mean, if you have to do that, if you're obliged to do that, might as well. But I think you have all these titles, you can have these guys who have been bigger names beforehand, like the Sheamuses, the Del Rios, even the Cenas and other stuff like that. Declare that they want a shot at the IC and the US title, have that be 2 different chamber matches.
I think Cena's gone too far.
Yeah,
Cena's not gonna do that.
Mysterio.
Yeah, so something like that.
Yeah.
Just any.
But there's guys. There's guys. There's a lot.
Yeah, only 6 guys can be in the one for the title. So all of a sudden you have a bunch of
So
you have a bunch of big dudes running around doing nothing.
Yeah. So you have those 6 guys there. Maybe you do that for one of them. One idea that's popped in my mind is you have these tag teams now. You can either put 2 guys in a pod, or you go tornado style and have the 6 guys in there. So you have the 2 guys in the ring. You have someone else pop out from one.
Yeah, like tornado tag on the video game.
Yeah, but
so there'd be 3 tag teams.
Yeah,
you could do that. Yeah.
So you could do that, and then you could have it even be elimination style. Have it be the last member surviving.
That makes sense.
Would be the team thing. So you can have one member of the team go, and you can build friction, and you can even build a guy like, let's say Cesaro. Let's say when Swagger goes down first, Cesaro finds a way to fight in and stay in there until he's the last. No, he's still bad. Until he's like the third person to go. He's already pinned somebody.
That liner so bad.
Yeah. So I don't think the time scale works like that well. But it's a good way to have Cesaro build stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think you could do that with him. You can do that with breaking up the whole Rhodes family if you want to do.
The Shield.
If you want to do Cody versus Goldust.
I do want to do that.
I do, of course.
Well, I want to do that.
I thought they were going to do it last year.
Bad guy.
People Goldust.
Definitely.
Well, the funny thing is, when I was how I said I've been watching all the old Rumbles.
Yeah.
Goldust was in last year's Rumble, and him and Cody came face to face and freaked out, and Cody eliminated him. And everyone thought they were going to do it last year's Mania. So now it's going to be perfect.
I think he was in the 1-2 and a couple years before that.
And they always, every time I've watched one, they come face to face, and people freak out because they know they're brothers.
Yeah. I think last year Goldust got some heat backstage, and that's why it didn't happen. He got to compete with the Divas or something like that. Maybe he didn't give it to Oksana good enough or something.
But yeah, and the funny thing is, obviously WFP has thought about doing mid-card Elimination Chambers, because every time we play WWE Universe, what happens at Elimination Chamber? A U.S. title Elimination Chamber match.
That'd be fun, and it's a good way to get the title.
Yeah, it gets.
Especially when Ambrose hasn't defended it for so long.
I know,
he really hasn't.
He really has.
He just walks out with it. Yeah.
There you go. That's how you bring the P word everyone talks about back to the titles. Prestige worldwide.
We're the YouTube version of that.
So yeah, I mean, it's not completely irrelevant. It could become completely irrelevant depending on what they do with it. Like if they just have the one match and then it's
like TLC,
okay.
you mean?
Yeah, exactly like TLC. So
why didn't do a 3-team tag match at TLC?
Yeah, who knows?
Interesting that they had 2 Hell in the Cells at Hell in the Cell.
Yeah.
Didn't that? They did that last year too?
No, last year I don't think it did.
They did Punk Ryback.
I think they always have 2.
Yeah.
Because Triple H and Big Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original Big Guy.
Big Guy. Oh.
Sausage rolls are upstairs after this question.
Oh, okay.
We have one more.
Yeah, last one. Why does the McMahon family not believe in Daniel Bryan from Respect Disbeard with 3 Ds? Oh, same person.
Yeah, same person. I think they do. I think it'd be stupid not to. Their pockets are lined because of them. They get more reports about stuff like this than we do. They get They get a report on the tweets. They get a report on the touts. They probably get a report on the YouTube tags. They probably get
T-shirt sales too.
Yeah, T-shirt. I was talking about more like not conventional matches, but you have the conventional matches too, like the T-shirt sales. Yeah. You have the ratings that they draw, all this stuff. Obviously, no one's drawn good buy rates for a while.
Yeah.
They haven't drawn well since Mania was a down drop too, wasn't it?
It was over 1 million, so you can't really say it's a down drop, but
Was it a drop from the year before though?
oh well, yeah, but
Yeah.
it was.
So
It was
Yeah.
WrestleMania rematch.
Every-
all
yeah.
3 or most of the matches were.
Everything was on just the decline.
Yeah, exactly.
All about they've all been on a decline.
Yep.
So when you've all been on a decline, you can't really use that metric. Ratings have been stagnant.
Yep.
We have to look at the horse you want to hook yourself to. Do you want to hook yourself to an unproven guy? No, they don't. That's why it's been Randy Orton as the guy.
While they're still trying to figure
Yeah.
out what they want to do for sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's why Punk didn't kill it immediately, and that's why it took him a long time in the company to ever get it. Daniel Bryan's proven himself at this point through this. He hasn't missed time because of injury. He hasn't done anything stupid. He took getting beat in 18 seconds and turned it into a push for himself while getting Sheamus over that night and the next night.
Well, yeah, that's the funny thing you think about it is think of how much people complain about that. I don't think Daniel Bryan's as big of a star as he is right now if that didn't happen.
No, not at all.
Because that's what got everyone behind him.
Yeah.
He turned into like the true underdog.
If Peter Pan would have, I don't even know what happened in the movie Peter Pan, but imagine if he would have saw him in Promised Land the first time he ever showed up. You wouldn't keep watching that movie.
No.
And I think that's almost a dumb metaphor to use because it's just like they can't just have him get beat up the entire time. There has to be some payoff. And it's not linear. It's always continually moving and stuff. But you look at Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, how the 5th season ended, I'm not even going to spoil anything for anybody, but it had finite endings. And this is the entire series. It had finite endings to each of the major and minor characters. And it had enough endings in there to where each person got their justice and ended up at the place where they needed to be to end that. So that should be the model because that drew like a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable ratings, especially for a show on AMC. AMC wasn't really all that relevant before Breaking Bad and Walking Dead. People forget that. There was a bunch of John Wayne movies all the time. But, I mean, to say they don't believe in him, I think you're buying into this stuff too much. I mean, he's still featured prominently. I think they didn't expect him to be high. They expected him to fall off a little bit, which is expected because usually when guys lose, people lose interest. And if you don't think that's a true thing, look at the attendance ratings in football. I mean, not attendance ratings, but the attendance numbers. The Falcons aren't drawn as well as when they were winning.
They didn't draw well when they were winning. That's the bad part. But yeah, they're drawing much less than last year.
Jacksonville Jaguars are drawing a whole lot better now that they're not the worst team I've ever seen. Especially the second half of the season, they've been doing better. Oh, that guy's dead. That's a 10-second runoff.
Well, that sucks. So yeah, and it's like with I don't know how to word it. It's like I don't know. I mean, if if they really didn't believe in him, they wouldn't put him in a storyline that's this interesting.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy it. Like, I really do. I don't know if we're supposed to enjoy it. Like, I don't know if that's WWE's goal or are they trying to, like, screw Daniel Bryan over and make us not like him, but I like it a whole lot. Because it just, I don't know, Bray Wyatt is just the freaking man. And they put him with Daniel Bryan, and it's like, okay.
He's not an underdog to win the Rumble, too.
No, I think he's a favorite to win the Rumble. He's up in the top
10.
5.
5, okay.
You put him number 3, I put him number 3, so.
Bray Wyatt?
Oh, I thought you meant Bryan, sorry.
Oh, no.
Bray Wyatt, yes and no.
It's one of those things, like, he has to have
Yeah, he's in
some...
the top 10, but, you know,
Yeah.
you never know.
Anyway, we've gone on for 30.
And
I'll ask-
kickoff's at 35, so.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching this far. Comment with any questions. Like this video if you're still at this point.
Yep.
And then click the subscribe if you want to see more of us do random Q&As where we may or may not have made up the questions ourselves.
You never can
If you're
tell.
watching at this point, that's a nugget for you guys.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Anyways, stay tuned for us staying tuned and staying tuned to stuff.
Mm-hmm. And remember, never give up.
When life gives you batteries,
Change
don't
them.
forget to charge them.